and they manage to befriend and network with authority figures and public officials so that they can protect their image and reputation. And it's really the only reason why most of them aren't in prison. Because if you look at their behaviours, they're really no different to what you might find in a jail cell. They're disordered people. They're out of control. They're borderline crazy. And it's because they're very weak, fragile and insecure within. But they act like a bully. They habitually seek to harm, intimidate and coerce those who they perceive as vulnerable. And they act unbothered and unmoved. They show a lack of concern and interest, as though they don't feel any agitation, worry or annoyance, when in actuality when they experience a narcissistic injury, it makes them very upset, because they're very envious of you. They have this deep-rooted resentment, aroused by your possessions, qualities and abilities, to where they can never have a break or take a rest, because they're constantly looking at you and wondering how they can be successful, determined and intelligent, instead of being weak, speaking nonsense and lying. Which is why they typically believe that other people are the same as them. They can't understand that you could be a genuine person and you're still able to be successful without having to indulge excessively in sensual pleasures such as bad sexual behaviour, drinking too much alcohol or taking drugs, or dishonest or fraudulent conduct, or manipulation, alteration and falsification that they engage in. They can't understand it. They can't see how that is even possible, because they study your faults or weaknesses only to attack you and break you down. By invalidating you, by trying to disprove your argument, statement or theory, and depriving you of legal efficacy, to discredit you, and to make something not true or unacceptable, which are all just tactics to minimize you, to reduce you to something unwanted and unpleasant, to represent you as less than your true value and importance, to belittle and play down who you actually are, so that they can gain control. And it starts off delicate and precise, where they use indirect methods, so that it's difficult to analyze or describe, and at times they may even play it out like it's just an amusing story or trick, as though it's intended to be funny, so that it doesn't make you want to run away, where they've always got to have a psychological advantage over you. They've always got to do something better or more extreme. They've got to get the better of you. They've got to score a lead over you. They've got to succeed in being a point move or step ahead of you. And at times they may even be lying, just so they can downplay the struggles and obstacles that you went through, to where you still managed to succeed. Because they want to break your pride, your consciousness of your own dignity, to where you're proud of a particular quality or skill, even though it may just be something that you achieve from having to deal with them. But yet they want to take that from you as well. They want to strip you of anything that you're proud of, anything that you acknowledge and recognize about yourself, by acting like it isn't a big deal and refusing to acknowledge your value. Even though you may have done it all on your own, and you never received any assistance from anyone, they will still find a way to downplay it, as though anyone could go through what you went through, when they're just attacking your pride to minimize your value. They're trying to tell you You're not who you think you are. And what makes it so effective is by them doing it indirectly, because then you haven't even got the option to oppose their decision or theory as mistaken or wrong. So they're just completely shutting you down. They don't even want you to speak. Which is why at times they will even ignore you. They will refuse to take notice of you. They will disregard you intentionally. They will treat you as a low priority, as though other people are more important. And they will pay close attention to them and attend to their comfort and wishes. They will be very polite and respectful. But only because they want you to feel unimportant, insignificant and irrelevant. They want you to feel worthless, to change your position, direction and tendency to who you know you are, and to what you know you've done. Because that is how they succeed in controlling you, by breaking you down and yet still managing to keep you around them, by constantly questioning the way you operate, to make you doubt your own abilities. Because if you fall for it and you still manage to maintain and go through it, and you're still dealing with them, they know they've got you, which is what they want. Because a lot of times they target you only to hurt you, to conquer you and break you down, and then leave you. That's the only reason why they're even there. And they will often use these tactics to confuse and make their next victim uncomfortable, to make it seem like you're not that impressive, attractive or desirable, because they're envious of you. So that's all they're going after you for, to strip you down of your worth, value, pride and dignity, so that they can feel like they're this top dog who conquered you. They're more special, important, superior, desirable, because now they've brought you down. They've brought you beneath them. And as long as you're around them, that's all they're going to do, because of their envy of you. It causes them unrest where they must act. They must do something to take you down a notch, because otherwise they can't feel comfortable. It's like in London, which has been called the acid attack hotspot of the Western world. They engage in these premeditated attacks of throwing corrosive acid on the victim's face and body, with the intent to disfigure, torture or even kill the victim, to where it may cause lifelong scarring, physical disfigurement, and in some cases permanent disability, including blindness and immobility. And it's all because they're envious and jealous. They can't keep their emotions in check. Their feelings take over them, aroused by your possessions, qualities or luck. So now they're out to get you, but they disguise it as love or a relationship. Well, that's just so they can gain access to you, so they can have a better shot at taking you down. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button to receive the notifications. If you would like to support the channel, you can donate at paypal.me/narcsurvivor. You can book a one-on-one with me on my website. It's narcsurvivor.co.uk. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.